SV60 here, back for more Turok Dinosaur Hunter. And we got a portal to catch here. Which hopefully won't take very long. No, it does not. There we go. This is the second sub-area. It's, a little more otherworldly seeming. Not as many useful pickups, it's just kind of chock full of life forces. And you get a cheat code if you max out your lives. And now we can turn on infinite lives if we want to. But that's the easy way out. We also can't pick up any more life force tokens. The purple ones, if you haven't noticed by now, mark where these swinging blades are at. And we got an ultra health up there. So let's turn the map on so we can a little bit more easily see where we're going. And if I'm about to fall off again. It's not a very complicated line. Just gets really, really thin. There we go. Oh, that's a full health, not an ultra health. Oh, never mind. Suppose it's there if we need it. Now, like you would expect with grenades, they will hurt you if you're up close. So, if we can avoid it, we're not going to use them too close to this Dimetrodon. We're just going to make everybody really, really nauseated. Oh, more dragonflies. Let's leave that for now. Got a brief glimpse of a shaman there. Let's take him down. Grenades have a strange arc. Also, you can take out trees. And launch him over the gate. I did not know you could do that. That was cool. And we've got Jesus. One of these is the correct teleporter. The other ones will take you somewhere where you don't really want to go. See if we can bank this into that guy. There we go. Yeah, he wasn't really guarding much. You could trial and error your way through them. At which point you will end up in the lava. Back here, where all these guys were at. And just go around. taking them in sequence until you find the right one. We do want to go over here. Eventually. Because it leads us on top of these pillars. Which we've got an ultra health there. Tech armor there. And a minigun there. So let's step on these switches so we can make some staircase-ish platforms to go up there. That should do it nicely. And we want to head back there, so we can take, well, pretty much any of these teleporters. This third one on the left is the one that you want to take, eventually. So hopefully if you just started with one and decided to brute force your way through it, you picked left instead of right. I really don't like those things. But now when we land on these, there's a slight jumping puzzle to get up, and then once you're on top, you get your item. And to get down there, we got a diagonal jump between the two of them. Generally land on that shorter platform. So let's see if we can make it. Wow. Tech armor. And our minigun. Also, once you get all three, they go back down. Now, we had a high rate of fire with the pulse rifle. Let's see what this 6-barreled, it looks like, monstrosity can do. It can chew through ammo, that's for sure. It's half gone already. But damn, is it worth it. Oh, we're getting to the fun weapons now. Let's go towards progress, shall we? Some small health pickups in here. Some shells. Well, it looks like we're in some kind of sacred place. Similar to... looks a little similar to the architecture that the people in the Lost City had. And we got a teleporter way up there, which we will get to hopefully eventually. If you're noticing, none of this stuff is really showing up on our map at all. As far as the game's concerned, we're just in kind of a huge open area. Technically, we can't pick these up anymore, and you'd think they're marking the pillar, since it's surrounding the pillar. But they're not quite marking the pillar. Instead, they're marking this wall. This wall. Which is just invisible, and leads back to a sacred grenade launcher. And some shotgun shells, which seem to be a little less sacred. Now we can continue on. This was a sacred area for the natives. Looks like it's been invaded. And there we have the second save point of the level. But we don't want to stick around here too much because this is an area where the sergeants will respawn. And although technically we've got our own pulse rifle now, if we don't have to fight them, we shouldn't. These switches. Raise these 4 pillars. But we can go up there. However, that way is back out the way we came. And we've got a point to being down here first. Not the explosive shells. Those are good, but we're here for something a bit better. Assuming something like this was actually constructed at some point and not in video game land. The Lost Land. This would be very impressive. It's still impressive. There's gotta be something good at the top of it. There's apparently... There's a chronoscepter piece. And up above it apparently pops up some... portals to sub-areas. Along with some leaper statues. Now, we've seen statues come to life before, so it's probably a safe bet that these ones are going to come to life at some point. Gonna guess it's when we step on that center thing. But something to note is these are special leapers. And now that we've got that chronoscepter piece, we want to get out of here, because these leapers take a lot of damage. Thankfully, Turok can survive comically long falls. Provided there is a bottom he'll hit eventually. Turok can survive any drop. But let's get out of here. We got what we came for. These are timed. Especially that first one. They're already all back down. These areas are just starting to get more and more fantastical. And a nice pillar of water here. Not much of a direction of where to go. There we go. Technically, you can turn your map on and see that. Another reason why, if it's your first time playing, it's a good idea to play with the map on. This would be that room that we started in. Like all good jumping puzzles in Turok, the tops of these pillars don't show up on the map. And unfortunately, we need to stay on them to get back to that teleporter that we saw that was way high up back at the beginning. Because that's our way out. I thought it was too high now. I'm gonna find out. Too high. I'll see you back up at the top. Let's try this way instead. Yeah, that looks a little nicer. There we go. And a full health just in case. And again, we're back at the exit. But we are still one key short. Level 6 key, I think? We gotta find it. Luckily, we know where it's at. We went left last time, so let's head down to the right and see what we can find. Got a pearl in at least. Yep, there's a regular. This is new. Let's keep the map on. Keep the map on so that we can have some idea of where we're going. Seems to be pretty good at taking out those guys. Got somebody throwing grenades at us too. Ah, those guys. Sounds like campaigners, sergeants. Oop, out of ammo. And we're going to have an annoying mix of enemies in here. Beetles, which are great targets for the knife, and leapers, which go down to 2 knife hits, but they're going to get a couple of their own hits in. So we're not going to stick around too long in here. We're just going to kind of get what we need and get going. Also don't want to pick up 20 shotgun shells to replace 4. Well, 6 now. We'll just save that for the way back up. Take arrows. Let's put them to good use already. Apparently you take more than 5. Thank God he kept trying to close the distance into melee. I do not have the health to take on another sergeant right now. Or 2 sergeants for that matter. Thankfully. If they stay at long range. That's such a big deal. Can consider this like kind of the granddaddy of seeing these swinging weights in the previous couple of levels, sub areas. Because if you fall down here, that's it. You lose a life. There's no... You don't fall off and I guess you technically fall off and respawn somewhere else. But you lose your backpack, and you go back to the checkpoint, which isn't such a bad idea considering that we just picked up that missing key. Let's see if we can get back out of here. Nope!
I am Turok.
No, we're just gonna let that one ride. We were down pretty low on the ammo for pretty much all the guns except for the shotguns, I believe. So let's just go collect one of the backpacks and head on out. So we're done here. Guess we can pick these up again now.
I am Turok.
Let's pick up a backpack and come back for that. I think there's one back here on top of this temple. Now, I know there's some on the previous level. Actually, you know, right where there's an appropriate backpack to find. We can just kind of go back into level 2. And pick up the backpack that's over there with all the tech, or with the tech armor. We just gotta find our exit portal. Which I was under the impression was fairly close to the entrance portal. There it is. They also seem to have a very large vertical reach on their attacks. And I'm just not going to deal with them anymore. So we're going to continue the hunt next time. There's no... Fuck.